Oh,
All right.
let's move to the opinion segment.
I was going to say, while we're sharing strong opinions, let's just go ahead and get to our opinion segment.
Sir, if I may venture an opinion.
I'm not really interested in your opinion, 3PO.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
All right, so this one, yeah. Oh man.
Wait a minute. Wait. I feel like where's my tinfoil at? I gotta find my tinfoil. Dang it, I don't have it.
Gosh, Matt without a prop. It's just so sad. Anyway, so all right. Let's pose a question here. Did someone or perhaps a group of people within Texas A&M's leadership pull the team out of the bowl game on purpose? I know it was what, it was COVID was what was mentioned as the reason, lack of players, et cetera, et cetera. But let's look at this a little bit closer. Okay. Their quarterback is in the transfer portal, Zach Calzada, with another quarterback coming off injury, Haynes King. And then you have your other QBs are fresh and untested. Currently, Texas A&M has the #1 recruiting class right now. And, there might be a little bit of trying to maintain that image instead of getting trounced by Wake Forest in the Gator Bowl. Do you guys think that could be a thing?
Who do you want to go first?
Jesse, you look like you're super eager. So I
already know what her answer is.
Yeah, because I brought this up when we watched Florida. As soon as I heard that A&M was pulling out of this bowl, my wheels started turning. And of course, I hate Jimbo Fisher, but it goes beyond that because as I mentioned, it was kind of threading the storyline throughout the show. So many teams had injury, had people sitting out for the NFL and had COVID issues, and they still played.
Right.
It wasn't necessarily what they wanted to do, but their players deserve to be there. They earned a spot there and they wanted to play. You have an 80-man roster and you can't come up with enough players. Yeah, they're not going to be the cream of the crop necessarily, but
unless you started a wide receiver at quarterback.
Exactly. And they had just lost to LSU to finish out the regular season. Not a great look. QB goes into the transfer portal. Other QB still fresh off injury, if maybe still even injured. And then you have QBs that have not gotten any playing time, and you got a #1 recruiting class. You're not going to tell me that there's not even a little bit of a chance that they were nervous that they were going to lose a bowl game. They found the perfect excuse with COVID and decided, we'll just play and lose. No, Jimbo Fisher's not going to do that. He's not going to lose to Wake Forest in the Gator Bowl. He's also not going to risk any of his players getting hurt because he needs them. Absolutely not. You're never going to be able to convince me that this was not some sort of a conspiracy. I'm bought in. I've got my tinfoil hat on. I am here. And the A&M fans can hate me all they want. I don't care. Because you've seen enough coaches mention how much they respect the coaches that decided to play.
Right.
And to me, that seems strange.
Right.
Because you don't hear that in the past couple of years. You don't hear them say, I really appreciate them showing up and deciding to play. Was it a decision?
Matt?
The conspiracy theories that are being bandied about right now are just absolutely ridiculous and overblown. Listen, you're telling me there's a smoke-filled room in Aggie Land,
in the room where it happened,
where a bunch of boosters and Jimbo have all got their boots kicked up on a table, drinking bourbon, saying, "Yeah, dude, Clay, I don't think we should play in this game." You're telling me that's happened?
Yes, exactly.
I don't believe that for a second. Surely Jimbo Fisher, who is a known competitor, would take whatever strides he had to get into. I can't have a hard time imagining that a football coach said, "Yeah, I don't want to play
Gator Bowl." He was excited about the Gator Bowl.
The Gator Bowl has a very extensive history.
Matt, I can't tell if you're serious or joking.
I'm not. I'm totally making it up. I'm just playing around. We all know that they pulled out of this thing because Jimbo didn't want to look bad. Come on now. Jimbo Fisher we're talking about.
Yes!
He does not need help looking bad. Christmas tree in 2019, for God's sake. Yeah, it's
His other one got broken, Matt. He had to get a
whatever.
replacement.
Listen, I agree with Jesse. I was just playing earlier. The tinfoil hats do need to come on here. Yeah, not a doubt in my mind that Texas A&M said, you know what, we don't want to risk our number 1 recruiting class or looking bad, and it's the Gator Bowl. We're out of this thing. So
all right,
they use COVID as cover.
So we are 100% 3 for 3 on this then, because
well, you haven't told us. You're with us?
I am 100% on board with this. Good. Because I mean, it makes sense, right? If you sit back and you just look at what's going on here, look, you're probably not going to have any good options at quarterback. You have the number 1 recruiting class, like you said. If you have the current number 1 recruiting class intact, you're not going to risk blowing that apart by losing probably by a lot to Wake Forest in the Gator Bowl, as you mentioned. And yeah, I just don't think that they wanted to risk that. I don't know if it was Jimbo. I mean, I'm sure he had a big hand in it, but I think I don't know about a smoke-filled room with bourbon and stuff, but it's probably something like that where
a smoke-filled Zoom call.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Jimbo in his well, I was going to say he can afford any kind of house to sit in at this point, but yeah, it's filled with smoke and bourbon wherever it is. But although if you watch what is it, those SEC Network commercials, doesn't he live in like some cabin or something? He's like grilling.
He would. He totally would.
But
that just made Jesse angry just hearing that. Wes.
I know. I just 10 million. What are you doing? I just
right. Yeah. So I agree. I completely agree 100%. And I want to know more. I want somebody to do a deep dive into this and have one of those like 30 for 30s afterwards. where we get the complete story.
Call me. I will be in it. I volunteer, please.
Yeah, one of those where they have the video of Jimbo and then it freezes and turns to black and white, where they, paint him in a bad light and stuff like that. I'm 100% on board. All right. Well, let's go ahead and talk about